What if MTABot from Undertale existed in the SCP universe? A ChatGPT story idea by M.W. Will. Undertale from Toby Fox. SCP Foundation created by Wesley Moto 42 Williams, extended by the Wiki Fandom. If MTABot existed within the SCP universe, it would likely be classified as a highly anomalous location, either as an SCP object or a nexus, a location with stable anomalous properties. The mountain's association with an underground civilization of monsters, a time-looping reality, and the ability to fundamentally alter the Dreamer timeline would make it a major focus for the SCP Foundation. Possible SCP entry: MTABot, SCP-XXXX. Item hashtag, SCP-XXXX Object Class, Heater Special Containment Procedures. Due to the complex nature of SCP-XXXX and its surrounding area, direct containment has proven unfeasible. Instead, a perimeter of automated Scranton reality anchors, SRAs, and counters has been established around the mountain's base to monitor and mitigate reality fluctuations. Any civilians attempting to enter the region are to be redirected under the cover story of hazardous terrain and environmental instability. Foundation-operated drones routinely scan for instances of SCP-XXXX-1, entities of non-human origin residing within the underground complex. Any captured instances must be immediately detained and interrogated under Protocol Echo Undertow before amnesticization or indefinite containment. Description: SCP-XXXX refers to MTABot, a geologically anomalous formation with an extensive underground network hosting a civilization of non-human entities, designated SCP-XXXX-1 instances. These entities vary significantly in biological structure, suggesting they originate from multiple separate evolutionary paths, many of which are incompatible with baseline reality. The subterranean ecosystem, designated SCP-XXXXA, features topographical and architectural anomalies, including structures that appear to predate human civilization yet demonstrate advanced technological capabilities. The presence of sentient AI, self-sustaining magic-based energy systems, and cognitohazardous artifacts indicates SCP-XXXXA operates under unique thaumaturgic and ontokinetic principles. Key anomalies: temporal recursion events. Subjects who descend into SCP-XXXXA have reported experiencing non-linear time progression, with multiple contradictory timelines overlapping. Some recovered individuals exhibit memories of events that never occurred within baseline reality. Determination-based anomalous effects, SCP-XXXX-2. Some entities and individuals exposed to SCP-XXXXA manifest reality-altering abilities contingent on emotional resilience or willpower. The underlying mechanism remains poorly understood, but preliminary research suggests a link to type green reality-bending phenomena. Entity: the Fallen Child, SCP-XXXX-3, a theorized extra-dimensional entity capable of reinstantiating alternate iterations of reality within SCP-XXXXA. Recovered documents from site suggest SCP-XXXX-3 has repeatedly initiated timeline resets, erasing previous versions of recorded Foundation operations within the anomaly. Incident Report XXXX, the Genocide Timeline. Data expunged. Following Incident XXXX, Foundation personnel stationed at Provisional Site XXXX were unable to recall any events that occurred between. Surviving audio logs suggest that an unknown hostile force, referred to only as the Anomaly Wearing Red, systematically terminated all personnel within the site before the timeline reset. No physical evidence of this event remains, yet multiple recovered documents reference a failed containment attempt leading to total operational loss. Addendum XXXXB, O5 Council Directive. Due to the inherent unpredictability and existential threat posed by SCP-XXXX-3, the SCP Foundation is to refrain from engaging in direct conflict with SCP-XXXXA unless authorized by a unanimous vote from the O5 Council. The possibility of irreversible ZK-class reality failure remains non-zero. Classification recommendation: Heater level reality hazard. Foundation speculation and links to other SCPs. SCP-XXXX3's ability to manipulate time may suggest a link to SCP-3812, a voice behind me, an entity known to exist beyond structured reality. The anomalous determination energy found in SCP-XXXXA could be an undiscovered form of Akiva radiation or a unique subclass of Hume fluctuation. The underground civilization's barriers preventing external entry resemble SCP-2935, Death, hinting at a potential extra-dimensional crossover event. SCP Foundation Report, Post-Pacifist Emergence of SCP-XXXXA Entities. Item hashtag SCP-XXXX Object Class, Thaumiel/Keter Current Status, Uncontained/Monitored Containment Lead, Dr. Calloway, Site 19. Overview. On 20, an unexplained anomalous event caused the complete dissolution of the barrier sealing SCP-XXXXA, underground monster civilization. This resulted in the sudden emergence of sapient, non-human entities, hereafter designated SCP-XXXX1 instances, into baseline reality. Foundation observation posts stationed around Mtlabat reported massive fluctuations in Hume levels moments before the event, consistent with a large-scale ontokinetic collapse. The first recorded emergence involved a small group of SCP-XXXX1 instances, including high-ranking members of their civilization. These entities, later identified as boss-class monsters, included SCP-XXXX1A, King Askari Dreamer, a large, bipedal, goat-like entity exhibiting pyrokinetic capabilities and high durability. SCP-XXXX1B, Queen Toriel Dreamer, similar physiology to SCP-XXXX1A, but demonstrating increased defensive thaumaturgic properties and an ability to influence human cognition through speech alone. SCP-XXXX1C, Sans, a humanoid skeletal entity exhibiting reality-bending properties, including limited teleportation and localized time manipulation. SCP-XXXX1D, Papyrus, a second skeletal entity demonstrating enhanced strength and an unexplained resistance to physical trauma. SCP-XXXX1E, Undine, an amphibious humanoid with enhanced combat proficiency, extreme resilience, and weapon manifestation capabilities. SCP-XXXX1F, Alphys, a reptilian humanoid of scientific background, reportedly responsible for studying and modifying anomalous biological properties within SCP-XXXXA. SCP-XXXX2, Frisk, the first human to exit SCP-XXXXA alongside SCP-XXXX1 instances. Exhibits high resistance to temporal shifts, enhanced empathetic cognition, and possible latent reality bending abilities. See Addendum XXXXT. Initial human contact and the fallout. Upon emerging into baseline reality, SCP-XXXX1 instances attempted to initiate contact with local human populations in Redacted. Civilian responses were mixed, with some welcoming the non-human entities and others reacting with hostility, fear, or confusion. Initial Foundation monitoring revealed that while the general populace struggled to comprehend the sudden existence of non-human sapients, local law enforcement and government officials escalated the situation, resulting in minor conflicts, detainments, and brief acts of violence. The turning point, Incident XXXX Delta. On 20, an unidentified paramilitary group, suspected to be members of the Global Occult Coalition, GOC, or GRU Division P, engaged in an armed confrontation with SCP-XXXX1 instances near Redacted, claiming that the monsters represented an existential anomaly that must be eradicated. The confrontation escalated when SCP-XXXX1C, Sans, neutralized an incoming ballistic projectile via spatial displacement, causing Foundation sensors to register an immediate spike in Hume destabilization levels. SCP-XXXX1E, Undine, retaliated, severely injuring several operatives before SCP-XXXX1A and SCP-XXXX2, Frisk, de-escalated the situation, preventing a full-scale conflict. The incident resulted in the first known diplomatic meeting between the Foundation and SCP-XXXX-1 entities, in which an agreement was reached to avoid further violence. O5 Command later authorized an official monitoring initiative instead of direct containment, designating the monsters as a protected minority species under SCP jurisdiction. Ongoing containment strategy and integration efforts. 1. Public perception and misinformation. The official government stance labels the monsters as a discovered lost civilization, minimizing their anomalous properties. Foundation-operated media outlets manage information flow, ensuring widespread panic is prevented while allowing slow societal integration. Civilians who witness reality-breaking incidents, such as sans teleportation, are administered Class B amnestics as necessary. 2. Monitoring SCP-XXXX-2, Frisk, and determination-based phenomena. SCP-XXXX-2, the human child responsible for freeing SCP-XXXX-A, exhibits signs of temporal resilience and potential reality bending. Foundation researchers believe SCP-XXXX-2 operates on a unique ontological axis, immune to standard reality anchors. Surveillance and psychological assessments continue, though SCP-XXXX-2 remains free under Foundation observation. 3. Potential threats and anomalous conflicts. Anti-anomalous groups, such as Marshall, Carter and Dark, the Chaos Insurgency, and the Global Occult Coalition, have expressed interest or hostility towards SCP-XXXX-A entities. Certain SCP-XXXX-1 instances, particularly Sans and Undyne, have demonstrated combat capabilities exceeding baseline human standards, raising concerns over potential escalations. The re-emergence of SCP-XXXX-3, the Fallen Child, a theorized Type Green class entity, remains an unresolved existential threat. Foundation intelligence suggests that should SCP-XXXX-3 reinitiate a hostile timeline reset, current containment protocols may prove ineffective. Current SCP classification: Thaumiel/Keter. Thaumiel classification justification: SCP-XXXX-AS integration with baseline humanity presents unique opportunities for the Foundation to study new forms of anomalous energy and potential countermeasures against hostile reality benders. Keter classification justification: SCP-XXXX-2 and SCP-XXXX-3 remain unpredictable elements, capable of instigating a global ontokinetic destabilization event under specific conditions. Final notes: O5 meeting transcript. O5-1. So, to summarize, we have an entire population of sapient, anomalous beings attempting to integrate into human society, some of whom can rewrite time itself? Dr. Calloway, that is correct, sir. O5-6. And we've already had one incident that nearly resulted in a catastrophic diplomatic failure? Dr. Calloway. Yes, sir. O5-3, and yet, they don't seem hostile? Dr. Calloway, no, sir. If anything, they seem terrified of us. O5-1, terrified, and yet, one of them moved a missile midair like it was a damn rubber band. Dr. Calloway, I won't deny their power. But, we may have finally met an anomalous species that doesn't seek humanity's destruction. The real question, sir, is whether humanity can say the same for them. End log. Credits: ChatGPT created by OpenAI and CEO Sam Altman. Music credit by Camel Idea, Unfamiliarity, SCP main theme. The Foundation's theme. Into the Facility. Echoes of Containment. When Day Breaks, SCP-001. This was my first attempt at creating an audio drama. After hearing how ChatGPT came up with this for me, I had to turn it into a story. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed.